Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Purple Goddess Temple, where I talk about how you can connect with the divine feminine and enjoy the magic of the tarot and goddess energy. So, welcome. And I hope you can just kind of sit back for a few minutes and have some time with me here in the temple, because I've chosen a really good card today from the tarot. And before I show you the card, I want to say that we're navigating through some very powerful energies. May the 15th is a full moon in Scorpio. I'll talk about that in a few moments, other than right now to say Scorpio is a very intense sign and a sign of mystery. So if you're going through real intense feelings right now, well, you're right on point, because that's where we're headed around the weekend, isn't it? And the total eclipse, the lunar eclipse, is when the moon kind of comes between the earth and the sun and blocks the light of the sun for a period of time. And this month the eclipse is about, they sometimes call it the blood moon, because the moon might look a little bit reddish, and it's just the way that the things are kind of positioned. So encourage you to see if you can see the full moon in Scorpio on May 15th. And if you do, let me know. And also let me know what kind of energies you're navigating, because, well, this is how it works at Purple Goddess Land. The card that I chose or picked for you is the moon. Now, this is a very interesting card in the tarot, and you can see here we've got two sides of ourselves. We've got the tame side, with the dog barking, and then we've got kind of the wild side of the wolf kind of howling. So where are you right now? Kind of got a tame side and a wild side. You're not quite sure how these two are going to come together. And oh my gosh, maybe it feels like things are going to explode, because on this card we have a crayfish just kind of popping out of the water. And this represents strong emotions from our unconscious that are just coming out, and there's nothing we can do about it. And sometimes when this happens in our life, we just kind of shove that crayfish back down. We've got anger, we've got rage, we've got whatever we've got. We just kind of get rid of that, try and deal with these two energies. But the full moon and the lunar eclipse are an invitation for us to let this intensity come. And this is being played out on the world stage right now with the trial of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, right? On display for all of us to see in a courtroom are these intense, dysfunctional, horrible things that happened in the context of their relationship. And it's going to be up to a jury to decide what's going to happen here. But it's a mirror of, no matter how perfect we present ourselves to the world and whatever our persona is, underneath there's a lot of stuff that we always in our life have to kind of deal with. And so the moon is a really interesting card. And what it's saying to you is, don't get bogged down by, remember the song, The Total Eclipse of the Heart? Once upon a time I was falling in love, and now I'm falling apart, and there's nothing I can do. There's a total eclipse of the heart. We all have these total eclipse of the heart moments, and it's important that we honor them. It's important that we feel them. So here are 3 things you can do this weekend as the eclipse is happening, and you might be, experiencing these intense scorpionic emotions. One is to express them. Get outside and howl at the moon. I have on occasion gone out into the woods and done some howling, some screaming, some just letting the rage and the anger that I might, have repressed in my life come out in a beautiful, safe way. And the woods and the trees, they can contain our strong emotions. So that's, one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is get a canvas and some paints and just express your intensity and get out those, strong emotions on canvas. And if you're a writer, it's a fabulous opportunity to get your journal and talk about, oh my gosh, I'm going through this total eclipse of the heart moment, and write it down, make it visible. When we write something down, when we draw it, when we speak it, it becomes visible and we get it out of our body. And when we get things out of our body, we're healing and clearing ourselves and our energy, aren't we? Now, this is a really lovely card, the moon. It talks about dealing with this intensity. Here are these two referred to as the gates of heaven. And we have to remember that we are, surrounded by, when we can tap into the divine feminine, the love of the mother, just gone through Mother's Day. And the gates of heaven are there to contain us. And our job's to get on a spiritual path, see the path, and see the long haul. So where can you get back on your spiritual path? And how can you see the long haul? And the best thing about this card, from my point of view, is the 15 sparks of grace that are coming down from the moon. And this is saying, as you get on your path, and as you're not afraid of all these strong, intense emotions that you might be going through, and you're releasing them during this full moon time, these divine sparks of grace are showering you with love, with acceptance, and encouraging you to continue to kind of lean into your life path, because if you can, there's these kind of beautiful blue mountains of nirvana in your future. So let's take an opportunity right now. Put your hand on your heart with me. And we're going to say, we bless this full moon time. We're not afraid of the strong emotional energies that we might be going through. And we release this intensity to the universe, whatever it is we kind of been pushing down, whether it's a broken heart, the death of a loved one, we're going to release it. And we're going to heal. And we can heal ourselves. So here's to the energy of the full moon around the May 15th weekend. May you be blessed. May you release. May you honor your courage. And thank you for visiting me in the Purple Goddess Temple. See you again.